Hello, everyone.
guys.
Welcome to SoulSpace podcast number 121.
Welcome.
Yay. Today, we're going to talk about, again, exploring intuition, and we're going to go into communicating with the other side today. Something that Carissa is used to and does a lot.
Yep. I am a spiritual medium, and I'd say 95% of my business right now is doing spiritual mediumship where I communicate with loved ones on the other side, as well as obviously, like we talked about last week, spirit guides and angels as well.
Yeah. Very cool. I have a little bit of it, but I do mostly healing work, and people come through once in a while I'm doing healing work. So
Tracy has the ability. She just doesn't do it all the
time. I have the ability. I just haven't honed on those tools much. It comes when it comes. I don't control it. So
Right.
Yeah, but I totally love it. Love that realm. And I know a lot of people that do it and communicate.
You do?
So I don't need to because I have friends that do it.
That's true.
No,
that's true. You do have a lot of friends who do mediumship.
So,
yes.
yeah. So Carissa has a really cool book that from an author, and we'll touch on a few other authors that you can look up and follow or read their books or whatever. There's so many good, reliable people that do this work, and it can be really healing for people that are having trouble with their grief, or just can't move past things when someone passes on.
Yeah.
This is something that really helped me in a time when, like when my dad died, he died really young, and well, too young. And all of us kids were growing up, but still he was only in his late 50s, so that's too young.
Yeah.
And just out of the blue. So it was really hard for our family, and our whole family kind of got into mediumship. That's when John Edward had a TV show, and we all read his books, and it helped heal so many things from that, having that loss so suddenly, that it just kind of got me down a rabbit hole. I had always believed in stuff like that, and had watched John Edward before, before that happened. But so yeah, it's just something near and dear to both of our hearts, and we'd like to share it with you because it is something that it can be very healing for you in a loss.
Right. And that's the reason that I got into doing that type of mediumship where I communicate with loved ones, is because I was asked so many times if I would.
Yeah.
And each time I've given a reading, it's been so healing for the other person. And for me, that's a big part of my healing work.
Right.
I became a counselor to help people heal and to move forward. And that's really what I do as a medium too, is I help with getting the other side of the conversation for a person so that they can heal and begin to move forward in their lives. And it's just it's beautiful work to do. And I truly love it. It's truly an absolute joy to do that with people, to help them have that conversation that they want to have. And I think it's such a beautiful calling.
Right.
To do.
Yeah. And even if you don't know how to communicate with them, all you have to do is really talk to them, because they're always there.
Yeah. They're
and
listening.
They can always hear you, but we don't know that on a physical level sometimes. And if you can remember that, that's something else that really helps. You can talk to them anytime. They're always there. And they love it when you communicate with them, even if you aren't able to hear them back yet. Sometimes you will. Sometimes they'll come to you in a dream or something like that. And know that is real when it happens.
And we talked last week about different ways that people receive messages, and how to tell when something is a message and when something isn't, and to really dig into receiving messages intuitively in different ways. And so go back to last week and the week before's podcast if you're interested in learning more about how you might receive your messages. And we're going to go into a little bit more today about how you can begin to have more communication with the other side if you would like to. That's really what this book that I have is about. It's really a beginner book, and I love it for that.
Yeah.
And when I tell people, their loved ones are listening. When you're talking to them, all you need to do is in your mind say their name and talk to them, and they'll hear what you have to say. And they will be communicating back with you. And that's what that second half of the conversation is that I help provide. It's just always a two-way conversation, but it's sometimes you're not always picking up what that is. And so that's what my sessions really are for, is that space for that conversation.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so let's start.
Yeah, so I'm excited. So this is a fun book. It's You Are a Medium by Sherrie Dillard. It's a super interesting book, and like I said, it's great for beginners. It really gives you a ton of information in this book about like overcoming fear, tells you about like her early years and how she came about mediumship, and just all sorts of things and exercises and things to help you to figure out where you are on the spectrum of what comes most easily. We talked about the different clairs of like how do you receive your information and how to develop that so that you can more easily communicate with your loved ones, spirit guides, etc. So what I'm going to do is talk about chapter 14, and it's on page 213 if you do happen to have this book by some happy circumstance. But it's called Mastering Medium Abilities, Exercises and Meditations. And so whether you have the inclination to become a medium or not doesn't really matter so much as do you want to more easily receive messages from your loved ones? And so this kind of gives you some guidelines and some information, and we'll do a meditation today to help you begin to open up to receiving messages.
And know that just because you can receive messages doesn't mean you have to do the work. You don't have to use that in your life. It can be just for you if that's what you want. And I've one time I had a client that asked me, isn't it kind of I don't know what the word is, not rude, but kind of selfish to not share your gifts with others? And I was like, no, it's your choice what you want to do with those gifts. If you just use them for your own knowledge or for your own, communication or whatever, that's everybody has the gifts. They just, not everyone uses them, or not everyone fosters them, or builds them up into something that they can use regularly. So,
and it can be something that is private to yourself, or for you and your loved ones, or you can share it with more people if you want. But it is completely up to you. It's not like you have to do anything. You don't have to do that. No, you don't have to. You do what feels right for you, and that we're always about following your own guidance. And this is just about, if you want to, here's an opening to kind of assist you with your communication, whether it's just for you, which it's a very personal thing when you begin to get messages from your loved ones. Or you can share it out if you want. It's completely up to you. And there's no wrong answer. You're not selfish if you just want to keep it private to yourself. That's okay. It's okay to have something that's just yours. And that can be special too.
And I think maybe that's a thing that holds people back from learning about it, because they're scared. Then I have to tell someone that I can talk to dead people, or whatever. You don't have to do
anything.
Don't
let somebody tell you what you have to do, because it's completely up to you. You run your life. You are the creator of your life. And we always will say, follow your own internal guidance and what feels right for you.
Exactly.
So if this doesn't feel right for you, that's cool. If it does, beautiful. We love it. It's all good things.
It's all good.
It's all wonderful things. But it really is about, we all are intuitive beings, and allowing ourselves to be open to more messages from the universe at large and the people that love us and want to assist us.
Yeah.
That's really what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that today. And we're not going to go too deep into mediumship, but we are going to talk about receiving messages.
Yeah. Giving you a little snippet.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll go more deep into that again. We did last year during one of our podcasts in October.
Yeah.
Where I talked about my mediumship journey. So if you're really interested in that, go back to last year in October. We had a really fun episode on that as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. The natural impulse to develop the ability to communicate with those on the other side is a call from your soul, awakening you to your true identity. Although from the human point of view, it may seem that spirit communication is simply an interesting pastime, when you're motivated to develop medium abilities, your soul has a bigger agenda in mind. A new you comes to light when you engage in the power of your spirit. As you expand your circumference of awareness, you begin to participate in the full continuum of life. The physical realm is just one aspect of the vast multidimensional spectrum that we are all a part of. The spirit realm is all around us. It is where you are right now. As you develop your ability to communicate with the non-physical, you wake up to a larger vision of reality. Your innate medium abilities are the doorway through which your most powerful self emerges. In this chapter, I provide exercises and meditations that enable you to develop and refine your innate intuitive connections with the other side into useful medium abilities. However, learning how to effectively communicate with your loved ones, angels, and guides involves more than just acquiring and practicing skills. In the process, your spirit awakens and emerges, and the eternal you is activated. When you communicate with the spirit realm, you begin to better understand your own spiritual nature. You begin to interpret and perceive reality through a much broader lens. It is important to approach the spirit realm with respect and with an open mind and heart. This is more than a parlor trick and a way to impress your friends and family. Yes, it is.
Yes.
When you open yourself to the other side, you invite transformative energy into your consciousness. You will change, grow, and evolve, and really truly in the best ways.
Yeah.
Doing this work has really opened me up to being more comfortable with many concepts of life and death and afterlife in my own life, and also taught me a lot about love and the continuing energy of love in the here and the non-physical, and what unconditional love really feels like.
Right. Yeah. It really can help you understand life on the planet a lot better when you know there's more to it. There's more going on than we really know, or that we really can see with our eyes. Right. It's so cool to learn and explore things like intuition and mediumship and all of that, because everything is energy. And we know that. I mean, some people don't, I guess, but when you start exploring that, it opens you up to a whole nother world. And it's really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah,
it is amazing. But everyone from spiritualists to scientists understand that everything at the very basic level is energy.
Right.
And that all of us, even mass, is just a vibration.
Yeah.
And so isn't it beautiful to know that there's more than just what we see with our eyes? And that's what's exciting about our lives, and the place that we're living is there's so much more available to us than we're aware of. And as we begin to expand into that, it becomes a really exciting journey to learn that no matter how much we learn, there's always more to learn.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful and it's exciting, and it's like, wow, what else is there? What else am I going to learn about? What else is out there for me that I can grow and expand into?
Yeah.
And it all depends on perspective. What is that the way that you're approaching it, or are you approaching it in a different way? And you should enjoy life, and you should see it as an expansion into more of who you really are.
Yeah.
And let's go on that journey together. Doesn't that sound more fun than being bored?
Right. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much to learn. You should never, ever, ever, ever be bored.
If you're bored, that means you're on the cusp of something great.
Yeah.
If you allow it and you're
Right.
not allowing it, that's what
Yeah.
boredom is.
Yeah. 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 True. True.
That's what boredom is. So if you're bored, it's a good sign that it's a good time to begin the art of allowing.
Yeah.
And exploring.
Yeah.
Yes. Exploring is part of the art of
Mhm.
allowing that we discuss. That. Did you want to do
Yep.
this
Thank you.
piece? Let's trade these.
Yeah. So here's some guidelines to achieve the best possible results in your efforts to further develop your intuitive medium type. I recommend the following practices. So become aware of your intent. Why do you want to communicate with the other side? Your reasons for wanting to develop your medium abilities are just as important as the level of intuitive proficiency. The spirit realm cannot support your desire to connect if you are only interested in becoming more powerful or special, or if you wish to separate yourself from others. You will still be able to develop your intuitive abilities, as this is a normal and natural function that we all have, but you will not attract the highest degree of help and guidance from the spirit realm. This is not because your angels and guides are ignoring or punishing you. Instead, it's because self-centered ego thoughts and feelings are a dense vibration. They weigh you down and prevent you from accessing the higher levels of wisdom and love. What you perceive and connect with will be non-physical energies that are in the denser astral levels of spirit. Because these energies are usually fear-based thought forms and negative entities, you may become confused and frustrated instead of aligned with and filled with love. Your loved ones, your angels and spirit guides can only work with you if your intent is based on greater principles: open-hearted, loving, giving, sharing, supporting others, and service is the way of spirit. When your intent is pure, you align yourself with love and wisdom. So just like when we talk about the emotional guidance scale, as you go up that scale, that the emotions get lighter and the energy is lighter.
Yeah.
So
it's a higher vibration.
Yeah. So it's, you want to always do this work with the highest of intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it from a lower intention, just so you can, do a parlor game, or, do the tricks at the bar or whatever, that's a lower vibration, and those lower vibrations are where you're going to get in trouble.
And the problem with that too is that you're not going to be getting a clear connection
right
with your loved ones or other people's loved ones on the other side, because they're at a much higher vibration than that.
Yeah.
Their vibration is in the vibration of love and happiness and joy, that vibration. So you have to meet them there.
Mm-hmm.
So, or have them, align with that energy with those loved ones that are in that space of love and connection, in order to have a clear connection and receive messages clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what she's talking about. And it's really important. So even if you just want the messages for yourself, you still have to align with yourself. Like, I want these messages out of love for myself and love for my loved ones, and I want that healing. That is still a very high vibration intention. So even if it's not to share with others or to be of service to others, you can still have the intention to be of service to yourself and your own healing, and communicate with your loved ones out of love and affection for them as well. And that is still a very high vibration. And so think about that. What is my intention? Why do I want to communicate? Why is it important to me? And can I get on that level of vibration where I can meet them where they're at, which is that vibration of love, so I can more easily receive my messages. Yeah.
So keep it at a high vibration.
Intention is
intention.
Intention is everything. We know that. Anybody who works with energy, us as healers, as mediums, as intuitives, energy intention is everything.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah. Really is. If that's the only thing you get from this whole podcast.
Intention is everything.
Yeah.
What is your intention?
Yeah. Yeah. Be humble and receptive and have a good sense of humor. Approach the spirit realm and your loved ones with a simple and receptive openness. There is no room for ego when you make contact with those in spirit. I have been working professionally as a medium and psychic for over 25 years, and I am continually humbled by my experiences with the other side. Almost every day I realize how little I really know. Our human understanding is very limited. We do not know why things happen and the true significance of the small acts that we perform each day. The physical world is a dim reflection of the beauty, love, and magnificence of our eternal non-physical reality. Let go of your expectations, preconceived ideas, and biases, and be curious and open. Receive, pause, and do not jump to conclusions. This perspective will accelerate your growth by leaps and bounds. Although it is important to be reverent and respectful of the other side, develop a sense of humor. Don't take the spirit realm too seriously. The other side certainly doesn't. They laugh, tell jokes, drop things in our path, and even at times try to scare us just for fun. And that's one thing I've learned being around this woo-woo world for so long is they really, really do have a sense of humor on the other side. Just because they died, or like Abraham always says, they croaked, doesn't mean they lost their sense of humor or that they're serious all the time.
No.
Because they're not at all.
No.
And
I love it
really cool
when they bring their sense of humor and who they were in their lifetime into my readings, because that sounds just like them. That's exactly what they used to say, or that's the type of jokes they used to tell all the time.
Yeah.
And that's part of the beauty is like we are fully ourselves, more fully ourselves in our non-physical state.
Right.
And with that comes our sense of humor. We all have one, and it comes through when you're in communication too. So remember that, like something doesn't, something that may startle us may not meant to be scary, but meant to be a joke.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother loved practical jokes.
Yeah.
Right? So if she ever startles me, I know it's because she thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah. 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 It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Laughter is expansive energy. It loosens the energy field and lifts the consciousness to higher levels of clarity and truth. When doing the following exercises, do not take yourself too seriously. This limits and restricts our ability to receive. Sometimes in between, especially intense medium sessions, I try to take a few minutes to watch a short online comedy video or go to my favorite humor sites. I search for a laugh. It lightens up the energy and allows me to become more receptive. Stress and tension act like sandbags that keep an air balloon tethered to the ground. I have a friend who is getting ready to begin a new career venture. The night before she was to launch herself into her new work, she had a humorous dream. She knew that it was significant, but she was not sure exactly what it meant. In the dream, she was the lead singer in a band with 4 musicians who called themselves the Call on Us Gang. The band was getting ready to perform in front of a large group of people, and although she had never sung or played an instrument before, she was excited and ready. When she asked me about the dream, I immediately saw her bandmates surrounding her. They were her spirit guides who wanted her to know that they were her backup band. Tell her to call on us. We are always here to help her, they told me. Remind yourself that even though you are not always aware of it, your spirit guides and loved ones on the other side are your band singing and playing along with you.
Oh, I love that.
So good. Yeah.
I love that. It's so true. I mean, we talked about last week how you have more people in your corner, more people on your team than you really realize. You have your spirit guides, you have your angels, you have your loved ones on the other side, you have your ancestors, and you have people that you don't even remember who love and support you constantly that you can call upon. And it's just such a beautiful thing to know that we're never really alone.
Right.
We have a team and we have many people on our side.
Yeah.
Even if in the physical life it feels like we don't, we do. And they're always in your corner.
Yeah, we have probably more on the other side than we do here in the physical. So yeah,
we do.
Very cool.
100%. You know, there was something that she said in here that really reminded me of something. Okay, so one of the things was to let go of expectations, preconceived ideas, and biases and be curious and open. So one of the things for me when I do my readings, my preference, if I haven't met somebody before, is to know nothing.
Right.
I don't want to know who you want to communicate with. I don't want to know anything about them. I don't want your Facebook page. I want to see nothing. I want to know nothing because that allows me to come into the reading with no preconceived notions, no knowledge of what anybody looks like, and to just do the reading as is with nothing. After the first meeting, it's not such a big deal anymore. But with that first reading is my preference to just, I want to know nothing.
Right.
Because then I have no preconceived notions. I don't know what messages they're going to give. I don't know who they want to talk to. And it really helps to me get out of my own way so that I can just allow the messages to flow, allow the people to come through without anything in the way. It keeps, one of the biggest things with communicating with the other side is getting out of your own way. And so by having absolutely no expectations and not knowing who's going to say what or who's going to come through, but having your intention allows that space for you to have that communication and to allow it to flow. A lot of people, they say they struggle with getting out of the way because they're trying too hard. That's most people's issue with trying to communicate with the other side is they're trying too hard and getting in their own way.
And you're trying to control it or make it do a certain thing.
Or a certain person come through. And it really doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
And the harder you push, the harder you push yourself back from that communication. And that's why, you know, we're going to do a meditation because meditation helps you to clear away your mind and just allow. It gets you out of your ego space. It gets you out of your mind. It gets you out of any preconceived notions. And you're just in this one moment, open to what is and what's available to you. And it's a beautiful space. So I loved that. I just wanted to bring that forward because I think it's really, that's one of the most important pieces is getting out of the way.
Yeah, it really is. In any kind of in healing work too. You know, doing Reiki, you have to remember that it's not you. You're just a channel for that work, that energy. So you have to get out of the way and let the energy do the work.
Exactly. We are just in that pure state of allowing. That's what allows us to be good at what we do as healers, as intuitives, as spiritual mediums, as anything that we do is we are out of the way and we are in that pure state of allowing. And that pure state of allowing that you can also get into is what allows us to receive and to give. That's beautiful.
Totally. It's cool.
Beautiful. And so if you struggle with the art of allowing, we have 115 podcasts about that. Have fun.
Mention it every week, I think. Probably everyone.
We have a whole month just on the art of allowing this year as well. A couple months back. So.
And if that's not good enough, Esther and Jerry Hicks have books and books on it.
Yes. And there's so many good mediums that have books about how you can open yourself to communication.
There's so much out there.
Lots of information if you want it. Pay attention to your Earth School lessons. When you engage with the spirit realm, your Earth School lessons intensify. Developing your medium abilities is not an escape from your everyday mundane responsibilities and challenges. It does not excuse you from participating in the ups and downs of life. As much as you might like it to be, it is not a magic formula that makes your problems and issues immediately disappear. No, it's not. Although you must still meet your challenges, medium development enhances your insight and ability to learn and participate in your earth lessons. You still engage in everyday issues such as relationship, career, financial, and health concerns, but with a renewed understanding of the significant role they play in your soul plan. As you do this, your life begins to transform. When you develop your ability to communicate with the other side, you begin to receive the higher vibrations of divine love and wisdom. This is the energy that your loved ones on the other side reside in, like we talked about earlier. When you open yourself to their energy, the divine flows in. You are refining yourself from the inside out. The conditions and circumstances that do not support your highest self fall away. This might at times feel like loss and the opposite of what you desire. Yet, like a snake shedding its skin, this is only temporary. Eventually, you integrate the compassionate cosmic flow of spirit energy within the circumstances of your life. Effortlessly, you create new conditions and positive experiences. What you need spontaneously becomes to you before you even ask. You naturally attract people who can support, love, and respect you. Your physical body is rejuvenated and made healthy by the inflow of vibrant spiritual energy. Love fills your heart and mind, and you are never alone. Despite the ups and downs of physical reality, you bathe in the inner knowing that you are safe and loved. Fear evaporates, and you become a light of strength and guidance to others.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But as you begin to feel that love and you begin to become that love, that naturally begins to flow from you to others, and that attracts the people to your life that are also on that same vibration of love. And a lot of people, what they want is relationships that are loving and that you can trust each other and that feel good to be around each other. Well, in order to get the things that you want in life, you need to become the vibration of those things first.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's an inner transformation.
Yeah. 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 If you're crabby all the time or, hateful all the time, you're not going to attract loving people to you. You're going to attract what you're putting out there. Yeah. 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 It's that I think is the hardest lesson to learn. You have to be the energy that you want to be. And then you're gonna attract what you want if you do that. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Hard to remember sometimes.
Sometimes
harder,
we forget.
Harder to do than it is to say.
But there are times that it is easy.
Right. And it just takes practice. You just have to remember to do it.
Is it a practice, Tracy?
It is a practice.
We say that a lot. If this is your first time with us.
Yeah.
It is a practice.
Yeah.
But that's what life is. It really is. Right. It's learning and growing and refining our practices and becoming who we really want to be and becoming the vibration of the things that we want so that they can meet us.
Yeah.
Where we're at.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful. I love it. Wonderful point, Tracy. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts. Know that you are worthy of love. Love yourself. If you have low self-esteem, habitually engage in negative self-talk and lack confidence, you unconsciously sabotage your attempts at developing your medium abilities. Do all that you can to heal past wounds and love and take care of yourself. Close your eyes, breathe, and ask your angels for help and healing. Do this every day. Developing your medium abilities requires patience, practice, and trusting yourself in the spirit realm. If you lack confidence in yourself, you will have a hard time trusting the intuitive impressions, thoughts, and feelings that you receive. Even if you receive clear and accurate information and guidance, you may doubt and disregard your abilities. The source of your intuition and your ability to communicate with the other side is your spirit. your loved ones on the other side, your spirit guides and angels want to connect with you, and they will do all they can to reach out to you, love you, and facilitate communication. I think this is a really important thing. And we talked about this previously about trusting your intuition, trusting what messages you're getting and that they are messages. And that's one of the things that people, that when they start to do readings, they're afraid to tell people what they're getting.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid to be wrong. And here's the thing. No one on this planet is 100% accurate. No one.
Yeah.
Because you are receiving vibrational information, which you're interpreting. Right. And so if somebody says they're 100% accurate all the time, run.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah. They're not true.
It's not true. It's not true. But what you can do is you can do your best to give the information as you're getting it, because what's important is that you have confidence in yourself to receive your own messages. And that if you feel it's a message for yourself, it's a message for yourself. And to take that in and to feel it and experience it and the vibration of it. Because it really is about, when you're receiving a message, it's really about a vibration. You're receiving a frequency, which you're interpreting within yourself, whether it's a visual frequency, an auditory frequency, a telepathic frequency, or something else, or a feeling. You know, feelings are a vibrational frequency as well.
Yeah. And, you know, interpreting something that comes to you in a message when you're trying to speak with a loved one or something like that, you know, on the other side, say a rose, for instance. A rose is a symbol of love. You know, it has many different symbolisms. It might just mean that that person loved roses, or that person, you know, sometimes different colors of roses mean different things. So,
or their name could be Rose.
Right, their name could be Rose, and that's why you're seeing a rose. So, you have to kind of flow with those things and figure that out. Maybe there's something like, you know, after you have been doing this work for a while, you might know that a rose for you means one certain thing all the time. And that's just through experiences, or experience doing readings, or, you know, in working with your intuition. So give yourself some grace in that if you're learning about it, and just see if there's a pattern there for you.
Right.
Because a lot of times there is in your own intuition. So don't be hard on yourself if you get something wrong, or you tell someone, if you're practicing doing readings or something like that. You know, it is a practice again.
It really
you know,
is. And the more you practice, the better you get.
Right. Yeah. So it's all in interpretation, and your interpretation might be different than someone else's. So that's okay. You know, you'll learn how to go around that, so that you know, you can ask questions. Doesn't mean that you're totally off base when you're getting a message and you think is right. It might mean something else to somebody else.
Right.
So.
And what I've learned for myself is, if I get it, I say it.
Yeah.
As is. And like, I don't sugarcoat, I don't change it.
Yeah.
This is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
If it means something to them in the moment, perfect. If they're not sure what it means in the moment, it's on the recording and they get back to me later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it all relates to something. And as you practice, and like you said, you see patterns of, okay, this symbol, when I get it from my guides, means this.
Right.
And so, you know that for sure. And so then as you go, you kind of build a language too.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. I remember one time I was doing Reiki on someone, and I saw a path of rose petals, and I said, I don't know what this means, but does it mean something to you? And the person I was doing Reiki on said, oh, for me, that means forgiveness, and I need to forgive. And it made total sense, where for me, I don't know what that meant, but you still have to say that and put it out there, because it probably means something to them, or you wouldn't be seeing it. You know?
Or if you're doing a reading for yourself and you're not sure what a symbol or an image that you get in your mind means, write it down.
Yeah.
And then later it might click and make total sense.
Oh, yeah.
And it's good to kind of keep a journal if you're doing communications for yourself or you're attempting communications, because you'll start to see, like you said, those patterns. You'll start to get that language. You'll start to see that, oh, there are messages happening and I just needed to pay attention and understand what they were getting at. Or like later it makes more sense than it did now. Oh, this is what they were talking about. Now I get it.
Yeah.
If I would have known that in the moment.
Right. Yeah. So cool.
But yeah, it really is about confidence and loving yourself enough to know that you are receiving messages and that it's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Yeah. And
or not to know what something means.
Right.
It's okay to not know.
Right.
You're learning.
Yeah. And if you don't know, look up the spiritual meaning of whatever. And that might trigger something that, oh, that's totally what it means. You know, it might mean something else to you, but if you're stumped, it's a good idea to Google. Google is always your friend.
Oh yeah,
you
totally.
know, and it doesn't mean that's absolute either.
Take what resonates
Google can
with
be
you.
wrong sometimes.
Google can be wrong.
Yeah.
But take what resonates with you out of it.
Right.
You know, if something resonates, pay attention to that. If nothing resonates, then Google something else.
Yeah. Yeah. It's and remember to play. Remember to have a light feeling about it. Take it lightly. It's fun. It doesn't have to be so serious.
And the better you feel, the better your connection will be.
Right. Yeah.
Because you'll be on that higher vibration where they can meet you.
Yeah.
And that's really important. It's
it's
the most important thing.
Yeah, it is.
Truly.
If you go in a low vibration, that's what you're gonna get back. You know?
Right. And if you go in a low vibration, you can't reach your loved ones. You're not going to get them because you're not high enough of vibration for them to be able to come and meet you.
Right.
And so that's why getting out of your own way is the most important piece of communication. It allows you to get on the same vibration, or at least close enough where they can come meet you.
Yeah.
To communicate. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
It really is.
Well, we're going to do the meditation information. Do you want to do the meditation information and I'll do the meditation? I love meditation.
I know.
And I'll do the meditation with us.
Okay, so meditation. There's no getting around it. To develop your medium abilities, you must have regular meditation practice. If you have read even one book or taken a class in developing intuitive medium abilities, you most likely have heard the benefits of meditation. I too believe in its importance. Think of meditation as opening the door and welcoming into your home friendly and loving company. Your loved ones, angels, and spirit guides respond when invited. Meditation allows your mind and heart to open and receive their energy vibration. Despite the value of meditation in inducing an inner state of calm and intuitive receptivity, many people are frustrated at their attempts and give up. Like others, you may have a difficult time settling your mind and releasing constant inner talk and tumultuous emotions. In this busy multitasking world that we live in, it can at times be difficult to go from full speed ahead and relaxed. I have found that before settling down to meditate, engaging in a transitional activity can be beneficial to inducing a more steady state. Before attempting to meditate, you might want to read a passage from an uplifting book, light a candle, listen to relaxing music or nature sounds, or writing in a journal. These activities prepare your mind and emotions to wind down and receive. Sometimes it can be helpful to engage in a physical activity like running, yoga, swimming, or walking your dog. To get the most from a meditative state, it's best to gradually slow down, shift gears, and relax. I like that. And, if you have a monkey mind like I do, it's hard for me to just meditate with silence. I love to have just soft music playing, and you can ask your Alexa to play meditative music and she'll find some good stuff for you.
Or a guided meditation.
Yeah, or a guided meditation is great too. Something else I use daily is, it's called Mind Trainer Pro, and it is just vibrational frequencies that help your mind settle down and get relaxed. And you can listen to binaural beats or anything like that is going to help you get into that meditative state so you are open. Yeah. So just do whatever you can and listen to those things. You don't have to do it with just complete silence, because a lot of people can't get to a good calm state with that. Then you're making your grocery list and you're doing chores.
I mean, especially if you're somebody whose mind runs like that,
right,
it can be really difficult to do with silence.
Yeah, some people can do it easily,
right? And some people, like if they practice enough, they can.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I think is really helpful if you have a busy mind and you have all these things running through your mind when you're trying to do a meditation, is to do a mind dump, where you write everything that comes to mind on a piece of paper for like 5 minutes and just write it all down. That way your mind gets it all out.
Yeah.
And then do a meditation. So when they say journaling, sometimes just doing, not even journaling, just a mind dump.
Right.
Just get rid of all of it, get it all down on paper so your mind feels like, okay, I got it all down.
Yeah.
We're okay. You're not going to forget these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then do your meditation.
Yeah.
So any of those activities is perfect, and everything you talked about, but that's one that's helpful too, if your mind is like a grocery list mind.
Right, right. Or even like washing dishes. If I wash dishes or folding laundry, all of those things can be a meditative practice for you. So,
right. And there's different ways to meditate than just a sitting meditation,
right,
like we talked about before.
Yeah.
But if you do want to do a sitting meditation, which is suggested, is that you begin a practice of a sitting meditation if you're going to really focus on communicating with the other side, because you do need to quiet your mind and get out of the way in order to do it effectively. But those transitional activities can be really important.
They are a practice to get up to where you can do that. Yeah. So read on. Okay, when you are ready to meditate, find a place in your home where you can be undisturbed for a short period of time. Sit on the same comfortable cushion or in the same chair and try to meditate at the same time every day. This has a couple of benefits. You train your mind, emotions, and body to relax each time you sit in this spot, and you increase its psychic energy. Each time you meditate, you can tap into this energy and add to its potency. When I teach classes at my office, a student often sits in the chair that I use when I do readings. I have been using this same chair in the same spot in the same room for many years. For the student, it's like sitting in a psychic vortex. In no time, they are the class star, amazing others with their psychic ability. I suggest that you meditate without the thought of communication with the other side until you are comfortable with achieving a relaxed and quiet state of mind. So that's cool that she has a certain chair that she sits in when she does readings and then uses that chair. So it is in that energy already. That is really cool.
And when I meditate at home, I like to meditate in the same spot. I have a couple places that are the most comfortable for that, but there's one that I always sit in that spot to meditate if I can.
Right.
If my husband's home, then I go somewhere else. Because it's in my living room on my couch. I have a certain spot on the couch that I always meditate in, and I always face the same direction. It just feels right to me. But when I meditate, I like to really be able to go into that, I don't know what to call it exactly, but like a 0 point state.
Right.
And so to get into that deep meditation, I like to have no movement around me.
Yeah.
It makes it easier.
Yeah.
I can get into a very deep, like theta state with people around me, but when I'm doing it for myself and not in preparation, I like to have it quiet and just nobody move.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah.
But yeah,
it's good. Yeah,
it's good. Meditation is a wonderful thing, and it's good for you on all levels. You know, a spiritual level, a mental level, a physical level. Everything benefits from meditation. Meditation is a wonderful thing. So we are going to do a meditation together.
Awesome.
To prepare for communicating with the other side. And this one is much shorter than the one we did last week. The one last week, I didn't realize was going to go on as long as it did. So apologies, but I hope you enjoyed it. This one is going to be shorter and I will guide you through it. So why don't you just get into a comfortable position, whether it's sitting or lying down, whatever's most comfortable for you. And just close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths in and out. And breathe in and out. One more in and out. Now just slowly inhale and notice your thoughts and release them through each out breath. Continue to breathe this relaxing breath, whatever is comfortable for you. Move the breath through the body. Inhale, then exhale any stress or tension through your out breath. Letting it all melt away slowly and easily. Each thought as it comes, acknowledge it and allow it to float away. You can come back to it later. Just allow yourself to relax. Now imagine that you're breathing white light down through the top of your head. With each breath and your breath in, more light comes into your body. And with each out breath, it moves down, soaking this white light energy down into your body, filling you with the higher vibrations of love and peace. It is the divine breath, bringing with it unconditional love and blessings for your mind, body, and spirit. Allow it to move throughout your entire body, filling you up. This beautiful, loving energy. See it circulating throughout the body, loosening your muscles and relaxing any stress and tension from all areas. Feel it now, flowing into and through your heart. Feel your heart chakra begin to open. And as it opens, this white light flows through it, releasing any negativity, releasing old wounds, and any hurts that you still hold within it. Bathe your heart. in the divine breath. As you continue to breathe in this white light and expand it within yourself, imagine the light moving from your heart into your mind. Feel this white light help you to expand your consciousness. Feel now where your consciousness meets and merges with the divine mind. Allow this. Feel the presence of love as this soft energy fills your mind and your heart together. Just breathe it in. Just allow the expansion. Just rest. Be open. And allow the divine love to fill you up. When you are ready, send warm thoughts of love and gratitude to the spirit realm, to the divine energy that you are always connected to. Say thank you. Say I love you. And give thanks in the best way possible for yourself. And slowly, easily begin to come back fully into your mind. Feel your energy merged with the divine energy, grounding back into your body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Feel your body move a little bit to bring you back and ground you back into the current reality. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
That was good.
Yeah, I didn't go verbatim, obviously. I never do.
No, that's okay.
But this is a nice way to be able to begin feeling what it's like to merge your consciousness with the divine consciousness so that you can begin to more easily allow messages to flow through. And when you do this meditation, if you choose to do it again, it's a good idea to have a journal or a tape recorder close by. That way, if you get any thoughts or emotions or feelings or vibrations or messages as you open your eyes or images. You can write them down or say them into the tape recorder or your phone or whatever. So that you can begin to see what it's like to receive messages for yourself. And as you practice this more, you'll get more and more. And you get inspired thoughts. You'll get solutions to problems that you've been having because you're no longer in the vibration of problem. It's just a really amazing thing to intentionally connect.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And a lot of times, you know, if you write things down that just pop into your head and if you write them down, they become real. And maybe something came to you and you didn't realize that it was a message.
Yeah.
But it probably was. So that way, if you write them down, you'll make a mental note that, oh, that really was a message. It wasn't just a thought that came.
Right. And when things pop in for me on my phone, I have file folders.
I'm sure
in my notes app. And in my notes app, those file folders, I go into the notes app and I just write the note real fast, whether I write it down or I type it, doesn't matter. And then I file it in the folder that it goes to. That way I can easily find it again. I know.
Where if you looked at my notes app, it's just one continuous line of notes.
And we each work differently. I like to be able to find things.
Right.
You're more of like, what did I write down? Let's find that. Yeah. And then you would discover things. We're both different. And that's what makes us a good pair. So whatever works for you. Some people like to physically write. And journals.
Right.
Yeah, and you're a physical writer. You like to write things a lot.
Journals, yeah, and notebooks full of stuff. Yeah.
Right. And for me, with carpal tunnel, it's harder for me to write as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Probably because of how much I used to write in college classes.
Right.
Where, you know.
Well, and that's weird because I have carpal tunnel, but from different things. Yeah. Writing and typing doesn't bother it at all.
For me, gripping a pencil is what's difficult. When it's like a small pencil, it starts to strain it a lot, especially like in my thumb. And it might be where the different scar tissue is for us too.
I bet it is, yeah.
You know,
it's from jogging paper.
See, we have different hand motions that we have done repetitively.
Motion, yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but we have adaptations and each of us can do different things. And like for some people, all of us have a recording app on our phones.
Right.
And if you don't know where it is, just find it. I mean, just put recording app on your phone and you'll find it. It's there.
Yeah.
All phones have it now these days. And so like if writing or typing or whatever doesn't work for you, do voice recordings.
Yeah.
And you can even keep those in your notes app and folders if you like. Because that's what I like to do. It makes my life so much easier. Otherwise, I'm a hot mess. I have to be organized. Right. Organization, it's fun, friend.
Yeah. Or you can just be a hot mess like me.
Sometimes be a hot mess. But I like to be able to find things. So if you do, you know. But yours is a little
I do have my own organizational way.
Right.
Like I have notebooks for each thing.
Yeah, so it's like you have an organization to the madness.
Yeah.
And I have a mad, crazy organizational system. We're all different. So do you.
And it's good, yeah.
They're all good. And it works for each of us.
Yeah.
And it feels good to each of us. And so do it your way. You know, choose the way that you want to do that. But it's a good idea just to take it down so you can see the patterns and you can start to see the messages and you can retrospectively look back and go, oh my gosh, I get that now. That makes so much sense. And it's a beautiful thing because then it validates for yourself too that you are receiving messages.
Yeah.
And that to pay attention to what they have to say because it could be something that's important down the road in a beautiful way, in a loving way.
Yeah. So however you do it, just start using it as a practice and start that practice of communicating or listening or allowing.
Right. And understand that the first time you do this meditation, you might get nothing.
Right.
But if you have a better feeling at the end of the meditation than when you started, that is a result.
Yeah.
And each time you do the meditation, if you feel a little bit better, you are on a higher frequency and you're in an area that allows you to receive more. And so each time you do this, you're one step closer and another step closer and another step closer. And there'll be a point where you begin to receive that in your own way.
Yeah. Yeah.
To practice.
It is.
And it's a beautiful practice. It's one that feels good.
Right.
At least to me, meditation has always been something that feels great to me.
Good. Yeah. Really.
And it reconnects you with yourself.
Yeah. And it quiets your mind. It grounds you. It helps you to connect so much easier with things. And yeah.
And remember the love within yourself and the love that is available to you that you might not be allowing in every day.
Right.
And by revisiting that, it reminds you of, oh yeah, I'm not alone. Yes, there is love here for me, even if I'm not always allowing myself to be aware of it. And yes, I have a team. And yes, they're wanting to communicate with me. And yes, they're excited for each step forward I take, whether it's a simple 5-minute meditation or it's seeing the messages around me. Each step matters.
Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed this little snippet of mediumship, or just your intuition. There's so many different ways to use it and different ways to learn about it, so try see what resonates with you, and go down that rabbit hole.
Right. And if you're looking to expand your knowledge, there's a lot of really good authors, like we were going to mention. James on Prague.
He's wonderful. Really good. John Edwards is really good. Can't think of that one guy. There's a younger guy that has a TV show that's good.
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. I can see him in my mind. Henry. Something Henry.
Can't think of. Anyway,
Sherrie Dillard is another one.
Yeah.
Who's a wonderful writer. Sylvia Browne is one of my absolute favorites. And she's a prolific writer. You can learn all sorts of stuff from Sylvia.
Yeah.
Love her. Laura
no longer on the earth.
She's not physically.
Her books are still available.
Everywhere.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Laura Lynn Jackson is another one, that science book that we talked about last week. She's a wonderful medium as well. You can learn tons from her. The Secret Language of the Universe is one of her most popular books. And then this book, Signs, is another beautiful one that we were talking about last week.
Yeah.
So many good people, and there's so many more.
For mediums on your favorite book app or book store in your favorite.
Or if you have the Hay House app like I do, there are tons of beautiful people in there. Yeah. Kyle Gray is another one who does a lot of work with angels.
He's good. Yeah. John Holland is another one.
Yes, John Holland. And he's not one that a lot of people are aware of, but
he's on Hay House.
Is such a good writer.
Yeah. He's really good. So search it out and you'll find who you resonate with and who you'll want to learn from. So it's all good.
It's beautiful. Well, thank you for joining us for this one. Tracy, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you have going on, and where we can find you if we want to communicate with you more.
I am at inspiredsignals.com. All my links are there. I'm on Facebook and Instagram at Inspired Signals, and at Inspired Signals Studio for my artsy stuff. I will have some art classes coming up soon. I do some with connecting with your intuition, intuitive painting classes, and some other, I just put them all in a group called Artistic Alchemy, and some Nero art, some doodling, some painting. They're really fun. And that art is one of the ways that I meditate the best. I kind of lose myself in that, and it's a good way to get in touch with your intuition, because your intuition will tell you how to paint if you can let go and get out of your way, So that is a fun way to discover your intuition too. But find me on my website is easiest to find all my links. How about you, Carissa? What do you got? What do you have?
I got some things brewing.
Yeah, you do.
Well, tomorrow.
We are
doing our Oracle card spiritual gallery
Yeah.
where we'll do readings for people online
Yeah.
for the first time. And we're so excited about it. It's going to be amazing. And
Yeah.
tomorrow is October 29th. It's Wednesday, October 29th. And we're starting at 6. We're going from 6 to 8. So join us for that. Tickets are available online. We did put a link to that in our last week's video, but we'll put another one in this week. Also, I will be at the Souls of Spirit Expo in Fargo on November 8th, I think it is. It's the first weekend here in November 2025. Yeah, so November 2025, next weekend, Saturday, I think it's November 8th is the date. Yeah, it's November 8th. My brain. So join me there. I'm going to be doing my angel and spirit guide readings there, and you can connect with me personally about setting up a session for yourself if you're interested in spiritual mediumship or a healing session of any kind. And then I will also be in Bismarck, North Dakota, again on November 21st, which is Saturday. I think it's the 21st. It's that Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll be there doing my angel and spirit guide mediumship as well. And we have tons of beautiful handmade jewelry that my mom, sister, and I have been making. We have some really fun products. I'm also going to be talking about my crystals class again, which is one of my favorite classes to teach, and it's all available on demand now. So if you're interested in that, hit me up either in the comments or on my page, which is Light of Hope Healing on Facebook. Or you can go to my Square site, which is light-of-hope-healing.square.site. Light of Hope Healing with a bunch of dashes in between it, .square.site, which is also where our tickets are available for our event. But if you go on my Facebook page, our event is also on our Facebook page. And then also at our SoulSpace Facebook page as well. And then if you're listening to this anywhere other than YouTube, we're on YouTube at SoulSpace Podcast. And so find us there as well. We have so many fun things happening. And Tracy, I can't wait for your artistic alchemy classes again, because they are hands down my favorite classes you've ever done. And I refused to miss a single one of them the last time you did this group of classes. So
they're fun.
Join us for that. It's going to be amazing. Join me in Fargo, join me in Bismarck, and join us tomorrow.
Oh, and I have a Reiki class coming up.
Oh, you have Reiki? Tell us about that.
December 8th is level 1. Level 2, I don't have anyone ready, so I probably won't do that one. I have one scheduled in November, but unless you haven't, if you took level 1 from someone else and you want to take level 2, I have one. Those are posted on my Facebook page, so you can look for those. I have 2 people signed up for my December one already, so
awesome.
Level 1. Good. That's it.
All right. We're excited. So join us next week. For an all new topic that we're excited to talk with you about. November. Oh my gosh.
Subject.
It's November.
I know. I can't believe it. And our weather doesn't really feel like November yet either.
No,
it's
beautiful.
been awesome. Today is a little chilly and rainy, but and yesterday, but tomorrow's supposed to be sunshine.
All right. Well, if you're not in North Dakota, tomorrow we're getting sunshine, so come join us in North Dakota for a day. If it's raining where you're at.
That one day in October when we had sunshine. No, it's been a good month. Good weather month.
Well, we're excited, you guys, for everything that's coming up and for a new month to come and a new topic. So join us next week. We look forward to seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.